Grade 12 visual art. I'm having some COVID PTSD right now, just talking to a blank screen. Anyhow, okay, I just want to go over the course overview with you. You have a course outline that the teacher has handed out to you. So I also have it posted online. I just want you to take that home and talk to you a bit in a second about the course view, but I do want you to just remind your parents and show it to them, okay? So let's talk about what we're going to do in this class. And I'm so thrilled that we have two sections of the grade 12 visual art. So I've been at the school forever, like 16 years, and we've never had this many sections. So I'm so thrilled, and I hope we can keep the momentum going. So I use D2L. And again, a lot of you know that already because I've taught you before. I'm sure by now you have used D2L in some of your other classes. I just find it really important, especially in senior classes, because if you go to university or college, I guarantee you they'll be using either D2L or something very similar, and you want to make sure that you know how all that works. Two really important things, though, that we need to know right now. You're all automatically enrolled in D2L, so you're going to access it today. One is my email is going to be on the front page. So any questions at all, feel free to email me anytime. Okay. So it doesn't even have to be questions about this class. If you have any questions about course changes or your courses or anything at all, just let me know. Okay. And I will do my best to get an answer for you. I also have, you'll see it says Chromebook repair form. Any problems at all with your Chromebooks? Because in grade 12, you've had that for a long time. We will need them. I guarantee you'll need them for your other classes. Any problems, you fill out that form. And that IT dude, he's awesome. He'll come find you, whatever class that you're in, and he'll get it fixed for you. Okay? We'll talk more about D2L later. Okay, our projects. So again, if I've taught you before, you know we start with the creative process. We're going to talk about how we're using your sketchbooks. We're going to talk about websites and our digital portfolios. We're going to talk about making idea boards. And we will do this every time we do a project. It's nothing new I've taught you before, and it's really useful, okay? We're going to do a really neat project just to kind of get going. We're going to talk about metaphors, personal metaphor containers or frames. So that's going to be our first project after a creative process unit. We're going to do a whole thing about the artist identity, just, marketing yourself as an artist. Maybe you don't end up, doing this in, school, but, you're here for a reason. And it's something that, being creative, you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. So, you don't necessarily have to go in big art shows and have big art sales, but just kind of how to have this identity as an artist, maybe a little bit of marketing. You never know. You'll have this for the rest of your life. So you'll never know when this might come in handy. I really like the grade 12 course because we're looking at all contemporary art. We're looking at modern and postmodern art. So we're going to do a painless thing about modern and postmodern art history. We're going to do a really cool kind of graphic design challenge looking at modern and postmodern art. We're going to look at traditional and digital forms of drawing. We're going to focus on the hands, which I know you think might be tough, but we're going to do some cool stuff with it. I'm going to help you always develop your style. And, not everybody has to draw the same way. In grade 9, you draw still lifes. In grade 10, you should be drawing like, the face. Grade 11, you kind of start to draw the body. And in grade 12, we get into the really hard stuff like hands. So my goal for the grade 12 is what I do is I look at what university and colleges need for portfolio requirements for you to get into their programs. So I try to look at all that, and ideally, by the time you go through grade 9, 10, 11, and 12, whether it's visual art, urban art, you've kind of hit all those things. So this is one of the requirements sometimes, whether it's, a fine arts, animation program, any of those things. So that's why I pick it. But I promise you, we will do some cool stuff with this. We're going to do some printmaking. Again, we're working more of a postmodern, modern way of creating art. And then your final project, so again, no written exam for this course. I'm going to let you choose your own project. So you can think about, anything that you've ever wanted to try. And you will have all the tools and all the resources to, make your own thing. And that's going to be worth 30% of your final mark. Okay. So Stupid course fee, $35. I'm sorry. You have to pay through School Cash Online. Again, any issues, you can bring in cash, but everything is School Cash Online, especially in grade 12. There's a lot of things that, you have to pay for in grade 12. And a lot of them, like prom tickets, I know they will only accept School Cash Online. So we want to make sure we have that working. And if you have any problems, email me. I can get you. You need your OEN, not your student number. I can get that for you. So the deadline ideally is February 21st if possible. So that gives your sketchbook, an art kit, and other materials that we're going to need for this class. Okay. Any problems at all, you let me know. Grade 12 is expensive. Everybody's asking you for money. If you need any help with paying that course fee, just please email me. Just let me know. I can make arrangements. Okay. But we just want to make sure that we get that covered. Supplies, I have lots of stuff. You are more than welcome to use anything that I have in my room. I just always ask that you just help, clean it up, keep it organized. Every project that we do, I will supply you with everything that you need. But if you have your own, drawing tablets or special markers or anything that's probably better than what I have, you're more than welcome to bring it. But don't feel that you have to go out and buy a bunch of art supplies, because you don't. Smartphones, I shouldn't have to tell you. In grade 12, you can't, be on your phone all the time. You can't make art and be on your phone, okay? And my biggest thing is I want you to do the best you can in your art class, and I want you to make some really great art. And you can't do that if you're on your phone, right? You can't use your hands for two different things at the same time. We will be using it to take pictures, probably be using it maybe for references. Maybe you want to look at Pinterest because it's blocked in the school. Like maybe you want to listen to music, like things like that. I'm totally cool with, right? If I see it start to interfere with, you doing the best you can in this class, I'm going to nag at you a lot. Music, again, I've taught most of you already. So I have a Bluetooth speaker charging there for you by my computer. It should be charging. And so you're welcome to grab it and take turns and bring it over to your desk, and you can connect to it and, put some music on as long as it's school appropriate. If you don't want to do that, then I have speakers obviously set up to my school computer. I'm sure you can just ask the teacher just to, go on YouTube and put a playlist on. That's totally fine. We just have to, again, keep everything school appropriate and not too loud, because a lot of you have been through the math programs in grade 12. You know how stressful it is. We don't want to, bug the math classes across the hall. Okay, Chromebooks, we're going to need them. Bring them. There are, just below me, you'll see that I have 2 or 3 Chromebook chargers that you're welcome to borrow as long as you return them. So they're just on the very bottom shelf there. They're in a bin. So you're welcome to use those. There are power cords all over, power bars all over the place there for you. So you can plug in. Okay, washroom, sign in, sign out. Again, I think I've taught a lot of you already. So we are going to use this system. So to sign out, there's a QR code you'll see just by the front door on the brown wooden door there. So you can just scan it and it takes you to a Google form. You throw your name in there saying you're going out. It timestamps it. When you come back in, you just go back on your phone and you sign back in. It timestamps it. If that doesn't work for you, I do have a little black sticker you'll see. You just hold your phone up to it. It doesn't work on all phones, and it should take you to the same form. There's one underneath it. Rickrolls you. That doesn't seem to work on everybody's phone. If you don't have data, don't have a phone, there's an iPad, just you'll see on the right-hand side of the door by the Kleenex, and you should be charged and ready to go. You should just be able to tap it. It says washroom, sign in, sign out. You just tap it, and it takes you to the same Google form. So you just, sign in, sign out, or I guess be backwards, sign out, sign in. Just please ask to go to the washroom. Just let your teacher know. If none of that works, if that's not working while I'm gone, it's not the end of the world. We'll fix it when I get back, okay? A lot of you already know about the coffee and the hot chocolate, so you're welcome to it. Okay, so a few things. You'll see the coffee maker there. There's hot chocolate, there's coffee. I think there's tea, if I recall. There's mugs that you're welcome to use. For the mugs, you're welcome to borrow them. Please wash them. When you're done with them, there's dish soap at the back. Make sure you wash them well and then dry them off and hang them back up. Do not leave them in the sink, because then people will use them for their paintbrushes. There's disposable cups there. And in the fridge, there I usually put water, and then sometimes I have snacks that my mom buys for you because you're spoiled. So because I'm away, obviously there's probably no water in the fridge, and there's probably cream in there, but I wouldn't drink it. I'll see if I can send in some cream, but if not, you may just have to suffer without it. Okay, if you need extra coffee, or if you need extra hot chocolate. In my black cabinet on the bottom shelf, there's extra hot chocolate and coffee. If you need extra paper cups, underneath kind of my desk where my computer screen is, there's a box there with extra cups. I don't have any snacks because I'm not there. I'll do my best about sending some in. If you want to bring your own cream in and throw it in the fridge for everyone for now, that's fine, but we'll make it work. So whatever we have right now is whatever we have. And when I come back, then, we'll stock it up. Okay. Okay. So I would love to take you to the Art Gallery of Ontario. There's some really great shows on right now, especially with the postmodern and modern art. I'll talk to you when I get there. If anybody wants to go to the Ontario College of Art and Design, if anybody wants to go to Durham College to check out any stuff. So we'll see kind of what's out there and what you're interested in, and we'll see what we can do for field trips. I'm happy to take you anywhere you like. Okay. If you have any questions, again, obviously you can't ask me right now, but you can email me. Okay. So anything that you need to know about the class or anything, you have my email address. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now. So there's two things those three things. One, okay. So on the front page of D2L, underneath this video, it says student survey. If you wouldn't mind just clicking on the student survey and filling that out for me, it's really helpful. If you were in my earlier grade 12 exploring art class, do it again, just make it funny. Okay, so finish the survey, and then I have a quick video about handing out supplies, and then I have another quick video about what I want you to do today. Okay, thanks.